Here we go. We have done it. We have made it once again. It is the beginning of the week. It is Monday. It is November 8th. It is 2021. And this year is going by faster and faster and faster. Before you know it, it is going to be November 8th, 2022. And this show is still going to be on the air. Because as I have mentioned time and time again, this is the show that will never, ever go away. I am James. You are you. We are here for another breathtaking episode of At Home with James live on Twitch. And you think I'm kidding? I'm not. I don't know what the fate of the show is. Is it always going to be 3 nights a week? For all I know, we might go back to 5 nights a week. Hell, maybe I take it to 7 nights a week. I am an unpredictable performer. Anything could happen, the blink of an eye, and this show becomes something that I never quite imagined or dreamed that it could be, which it already has. And that brings us to tonight. Tonight is a very special occasion. Why is it? Because for the second time ever, this is Legends Night on At Home. Now,
recording
you might
in
be
progress.
asking yourself, what
Recording
makes
stopped.
this a legendary night? What makes it a legendary night? Well, it's a night featuring legends. It's that simple. Each and every one of our guests has achieved and unlocked a legendary status on this show. We've done one before. Who was here? Lisa Palmieri, Sid Rock, the leader of the Montreal chapter of the Guardian Angels, Mike D'Amico. And tonight, we usher in a brand new era featuring 3 legendary figures, guests, whatever you want to call them on this show. Who are they? Well, much later on, the one and the only Sleazy Darren. For those of you who are not familiar with Sleazy Darren, he lives up to his name. He believes that the Cheeto Company stole his likeness and gave it to their mascot, Chester Cheeto. He is a man who is obsessed with dating women who are already in relationships. Sleazy Darren is here tonight. Also joining us is a now 9-year-old boy who goes by the name of Jack Kaufman. What's that? Kaufman. That sounds familiar. It should, because he is Dave Kaufman's nephew. He's rambunctious. He's gregarious. He's bombastic. He is a little boy. Jack Kaufman's here tonight. But you can't have a Legends Night without someone who has been here time and time again. He's been nominated for AHA's, which is the At Home Awards. He has been here through thick and thin. He's got business plans. He's got businesses. He makes money. He trades money. He does it all. He's going to be here in just a matter of moments, and that's mean business. Now, I'm looking at the chat right now. You can't have a Legends Night without viewers. So if you're out there and you're watching along the information superhighway, also known as the internet, I would like for you to imagine roses being thrown in your general direction. I want you to stand up. I want you to take a bow, because you truly are the legends that make this show possible. So without any further ado, let's welcome tonight's first legend, the one and the only Mean Business. Mean Business, how's it going? You think your mic's not working? Well, I'm sure someone in the chat would be able to help us to really confirm whether or not we can hear Mean Business right now. So if you're out there and you're watching, let us know. Do you hear Mean Business? I see someone new in the chat, all caps. Yepmos. I never pronounce the names right, but I see Yepmos. Yepmos, all caps. I like the all caps. Now, Mean Business. It's a good thing you've said nothing of importance or relevance yet, because we are getting confirmation that we cannot hear you. Well, apparently Mean Business was taken off the air, unbeknownst to me, so wouldn't be a legendary night without a legendary blooper, blunder, and boner from a technical aspect. So let's welcome him back in. It's Mean Business. Mean Business,
Hey,
can we hear you?
James, what's going on?
Well, I'm doing very well. Not a great start for you so far.
Well, it's not my fault, James.
Well, that's true. You're not the technical director of tonight's show.
A rat bit through my microphone cable. I had to get a new one
You got
installed.
rats surrounding you?
I got rats on the. I'll get to it where I am, but where I am, there are rats right now. And
Well, yeah. Look, let's get right into it. It looks like you are in a pumpkin patch.
that's right, James. I came on the show. I requested to come on the show for the 1st time. Normally, you ask me, and I reluctantly say yes, because frankly, I've got better things to do with my time.
Well, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence tonight, Mean Business. You are here because it's Legends Night.
It's Legends Night, yeah. And I'm promoting a new enterprise that I'm taking part in.
Well, so that's why you wanted to be here. It wasn't so
Yeah, I
you
wanted
could
to
accept
sell
the
some
invitation
merch.
as a legend. It's because you wanted to sell some merch.
Yeah,
Okay,
I got
well,
an expensive cocaine habit I got to feed, so I want to sell some merch to make some of that cold hard cash that we all that makes the world go round.
all right. So I would suspect there's maybe a legendary business venture.
Hey, chat, can you hear me now?
Well, hopefully we're going to get a confirmation. I like how abrasive that sounded. Very, very argumentative and confrontational.
Hey, Yepmos, thanks for the sub.
Well, apparently Yepmos can't hear you, but Thomas Barnwell can hear you.
Yepmos can't hear me. Now, he was responding to the first.
I understand. Well, let's get into it, Mean Business. Let's hear about this legendary business venture.
Well, I got into the pumpkin biz, James.
Got into the pumpkin biz. It's currently November 8th.
That is correct. And pumpkin patches are discounted, so I decided to sweep in and pick one up.
Okay, so you bought a pumpkin patch post Halloween, post October. Tell us more.
Yeah, you know how you'll go to oh, sorry about that. You know how you'll go to a pharmaprix after Halloween.
Mean Business, you've been drinking tonight?
Yeah.
You're just drunk?
I'm not drunk. I've been drinking though.
All right. So continue. You know how you've been
I'm
going
not
to
drunk,
a
but
pharmaprix?
I'm having a couple.
Yeah, all right. Let's take it easy, Mean Business.
Okay. I'm just saying I had a couple of drinks.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. So you know how you go to a pharmaprix?
You're having a couple drinks. You're drinking right now.
Excuse me.
What kind of beer is that? Is that a Rolling Rock?
Spruce beer.
Oh, so you're drinking spruce beer. So it seems like you bought a pumpkin patch. You're drinking spruce beer. You're living and you're drinking off the land.
Yeah, I'm a natural guy. You know, you make me feel like a natural guy.
All right. Well, let's hear about this. So you purchased a pumpkin patch.
Yeah, so you know how sorry to interrupt. You know how when you go to Pharmaprix, the day after Halloween, they got all that discounted candy.
Sure. Yeah.
You get a whole box of candy all cheap.
Yeah. You get a whole box of candy, all cheap.
Yeah, you don't have to pay full price for it.
Yep.
That's discounted.
Now,
So
if I'm
I went-
understanding correctly, are you saying that you went past a pumpkin patch and the entire pumpkin patch was all cheap?
It was all cheap, man.
How much are we talking here for this pumpkin patch?
Well, how much do you think a regular pumpkin patch costs?
I couldn't even. Did you buy the patch of land?
You got to buy the land.
I'm thinking hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So that's how
Exactly.
much it costs?
But no,
or
that's
that...
how much a regular price. I paid 75 grand for this patch.
Okay, so you get a pumpkin patch, but again, this is kind of a risky investment. When you say Mean Business,
No, because I figured out you got to figure out how to flip it into a prosperous business.
well, that's what's coming in from the chat right now, courtesy of Thomas Barnwell. It sounds like he's in favor of this. He writes, "quote Buy him cheap and flip him, the pumpkin flipper."
That's right. Be Well 2 has got the right idea. Hey, Be Well, you need a job.
All right, so you're soliciting employees.
If you can
Well, it seems
work
like you-
19 hours a day, you got yourself a job.
Well, it sounds like it looks like you have an employee behind you. Who's that? You got a pumpkin girl?
This is my daughter.
That's your daughter?
It's my daughter, AE Business.
AE Business?
Yeah.
Was that AE an acronym for something?
Yeah, it's an acronym for Adult Entertainment Business.
How old is she?
Her? She's 23.
All right, so she's of age.
She's of age.
All right. So we got mean business here. His
Look
daughter
at those
is lined up.
abs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, easy mean business. We got your daughter. You got your
If she
daughter
weren't my
working in your
daughter.
pumpkin patch. What's that
I
now?
said if she weren't my daughter.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I heard Trump say it one time. I figured
You thought it sounded good. You
thought
might
it
want to
sounded
adopt
cool.
it as part of your lexicon.
yeah, me and Trump, we're buds.
Okay. Well, so what are you going to do to sell these pumpkins in a time where maybe the market isn't demanding them?
I got 2 words for you, James. James McGee.
All right.
Xmas pumpkins.
Xmas pumpkins.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to expand on that? I suspect I know what you mean, but
Xmas is short for Christmas.
yeah. So if I'm to understand correctly, you're going to be selling pumpkin. Yeah, you put your arms down. You're talking like you're Jesus right now. You're going to be selling these pumpkins
Well,
as
let's
part
just
of
say
Christmas.
I wasn't born immaculately.
Well, yeah, I would not have assumed otherwise.
I
You're
was
saying
born
you're-
with filthy sex.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, mean business. I think you. I want to try to cut you off of your drinking tonight.
Why?
Well, you're stammering all over the place. I think you've almost interrupted every statement or question I've made tonight.
I'm sorry. I was trying to let you finish there.
All right. Well, I had.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Well, it seems to me that you're going to be selling these pumpkins as Halloween, or excuse me, Christmas decorations.
Xmas pumpkins.
Xmas pumpkins. You're going to be making them and selling them for Xmas. I thought I cut you off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got to say, I think you might be friendlier when you're drunk.
Oh, yeah. You got a big red nose.
Yeah, like Rudolph.
Yeah, or Francois.
Who's Francois?
He's the drunk.
Who, the drunk?
Yeah, the pumpkin patch drunk.
You got a drunk that lives in your pumpkin patch?
Yeah. He's sort of my Christmas mascot.
In what sense?
He's going to go from house to house, delivering a gift to every good boy and girl.
So he's delivering the pumpkins, meaning you're giving them away?
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah, okay, so for such a
I gotta
business mogul,
rethink that.
a business mogul of yourself,
Oh,
it seems
thank
like
you.
It seems like bad business, though. You purchase the pumpkin patch, you're just going to be handing them out by way of this. It sounds like a drunken vagrant.
Well, Francois, he's going to collect
He's going to collect what?
money. He's going to
So
show
you're
up at your house on Christmas Eve, give you a pumpkin, and then ask for money.
But the problem is, it sounds like you're going to give them out on Christmas Eve. There's only use of them for one day.
Yeah, well, how often, how long do your apples last you?
I wouldn't really say that I buy apples much, but I would say if you're going to be selling them as Xmas decor, as you put it, why don't you sell them at the same
I
time
didn't say
as
decor.
trees? Why don't you sell them at the same time as trees so people can get a month-long experience with your Xmas pumpkins?
And then I could charge 30 times the price. You're right, James.
30 times the well, how much
Yeah,
are
well,
you
this is,
selling?
I'm thinking of pricing them for one day, but if I'm
Right.
going to price them for 30 days,
Well, how much is one of your Xmas pumpkins?
$50.
$50 for
Yeah.
a pumpkin?
Yeah.
So if you're charging them 30 times the price, you're looking at a $1,500 pumpkin.
Let's do the math on that.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
50
right.
times 30.
James,
Yeah.
I didn't know you were good at math.
Well, I'm not. I use the calculator.
You want to be my accountant?
No, that's bad business.
Why is that?
Well, because I just said I'm not good at math.
Oh, okay.
Now, do you think
You
there's
get to
a
meet
market?
my daughter.
Yeah, I'm not interested in meeting your daughter. I'm too old for your daughter.
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
I don't know, 17?
You think I'm 17 years? Even if I was 17, that's too young for your daughter.
Nah, she likes him young.
Well, you're telling us that your daughter dates teenage boys on this show?
Well, I'm not telling you that on the record, but
Yeah, I think you did.
all right, no, never mind then.
Well, coming in for the chat right now, again, you got one fan in Thomas Barnwell, quote, $1,500 for a purebred pumpkin.
I gotta hire this guy, Thomas
A
Barnwell.
steal.
Yeah, this guy, he knows he's gonna be my pumpkin hand, and he's gonna be my marketing consultant.
All right, so it sounds like Thomas Barnwell, if you're looking for work, you've got a gig here. It's a two-sided job. Now, you think that there's going to be more than one person who's looking to purchase a $1,500 Xmas pumpkin, an item that is traditionally known for the Halloween season?
Yeah, well, you know these rich guys, James. You know rich guys.
Well, I know there's one guy, Dave Kaufman, who's fairly rich, but
That guy probably is he $1 million?
I would say more.
I don't think so.
He downplays.
I bet he
it,
wishes he had $1 million.
Well, don't we all?
Yeah, and I bet you he doesn't. Anyway,
All right, well,
the thing about these rich guys, James, is they got a lot of money, and they're willing to spend that lots of money on high class items sold to them by high class ladies.
like, well, you just said Francois, the drunken man who lives in your patch, is selling them.
Well, not until I came up with this new plan, thanks to you.
So you're gonna hire a bunch of high class ladies?
Well, I got one back here, and yeah, I'll hire a couple more.
All right. No, well, so for people that might be a little, I don't know, on the fence about buying a pumpkin for Christmas.
Oh, they're not on my fence.
Yeah, I don't think they are. It's a more of a figurative statement. What's your sales pitch? If you had to sell people on the idea that Christmas and pumpkins go together like pumpkins and Halloween do, let's hear it. This is basically free commercial time.
All right, come on down to the Mean Business Pumpkin Patch, where you can buy a pumpkin for you and your family and put it in your kid's stocking. So
The problem is, this sounds really like ominous. The way that you're saying sounds very shady, right? You're like, are you looking for a gift for you? Why don't you be some friendly? Give me something jolly.
all right, I'll try it.
I love Christmas and I love decor. You could sell me on this.
You know, I appreciate the note, James. I appreciate the note. Normally, I'm not in front of the camera doing these things, but I'll try it again.
All right.
Come on down to the Mean Business Pumpkin Patch. Bring your family and bring your kids, God damn it! And I'm gonna give your
Yeah, let's pause this. This more aggressive than the first one. You were gritting your teeth and cursing in this one.
Was I?
Yeah, instead of changing it, you went harder into what wasn't working.
Sorry, maybe my jaw clenched from my cocaine abuse.
Well, let's see if we can cut you off of the drinking and the drugging.
All right.
Try something holly and jolly, you know? Yeah, drink up.
Yeah, okay. Okay, holly and jolly.
Yeah.
All right. Hey there, Timmy boy and Timmy girl. Come on down to Mean Business's Pumpkin Patch, where I'm going to give you a pumpkin that you will not regret.
Yeah, well, here's the problem with this one. It started friendly, and then you went with a couple kids' names. Hey, little Timmy, things like that. And then it sounded more and more aggressive. The fact that you were talking to kids made it sound a little bit more nefarious.
I was trying to be pleasant.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you were courting kids to the patch and doing it in a very disturbed way.
Oh,
yeah, I know, but it sounded a little bit,
kids to come to the patch.
Yeah, it sounded suspicious. Yeah, just the way.
Come on, let's come to the patch.
Yeah, the way that you use your fingers makes it sound like something bad's gonna happen to the kids. Mean business, relax, mean business.
Oh, it's hard for me.
Shouldn't be talking like that. You're talking. Come on, kids, come on down to the pumpkin. Like that sounds like a no.
It's hard for me to relax sometimes.
Yeah, well, maybe it's because you've been doing so much business that you haven't had time for yourself.
You're right.
Maybe you need to decorate for Christmas.
You know,
what would your home look like if you decorated for the holiday season? It's coming up.
Well, I'd probably put a couple of stacked pumpkins in the living room and decorate them with...
Yeah, maybe invite your daughter's friends over.
Excuse me?
I'm saying maybe invite some of your daughter's friends over.
Why would I do that?
Well, you seem to have a penchant for the ladies.
My daughter's... What, you sicko?
Well,
What,
I'm a
gross?
sicko.
Oh my God, James.
Well, I thought you liked younger ladies.
Pervert.
Thought you liked younger ladies.
Not me, no.
Are you seeing anyone right now?
Yeah.
How old is she?
22.
So younger than your daughter. Well, you're implying that I'm implying that you're a sicko.
Yeah.
By saying you like younger women, then you affirmed that you do. How old are you again?
Me? I'm 85.
So an 85-year-old man dating a 22-year-old.
Yeah. You divide by 4 and add 1.
Well, Thomas Barnwell in the chat right now is asking 22 in pumpkin years.
That's right, James. 22 in pumpkin years.
Okay, well, what does that convert to in?
It's 1 to 1.
Okay, so 22.
Yeah.
Well, mean business. Look, we're just about out of time. We could.
Whoa.
Well, I'm
I
sorry.
was
Is there
having
anything
such
else?
a darn time.
Is you having such a darn time?
It's really nice. It's really nice coming on here sometimes, James.
Well, earlier on you said you don't like coming on.
Yeah, but I put on that sort of tough exterior.
Sure, so
when
we all do sometimes.
because it helps in the business room. It helps in the
Right.
dragon's den, so to speak.
Well, we're not in the Dragons Den. We're at home right now.
But frankly, I had a nice time.
All right. Well,
And
frankly, I
it's
did
not
too.
just the ecstasy talking.
Well, you're also on ecstasy.
Hey.
All right. Well, mean business. Maybe we'll get you back here for the holiday season to see what we can do to push some more of those Xmas pumpkins.
Sounds good. Hey, say bye to my daughter.
Well, take care, adult entertainment business.
Nope. Thank you.
Well, you did that voice.
Yeah, well. She's shy.
All right. Well, have a good night, mean business.
Hey, take care.
That was mean business. Man, that guy is a mess. There's something about him that is friendlier when he's inebriated with all of these different types of substances, party favors. I think by my count, he had been drinking beer. He said spruce beer, but I think it was just more beer. Ecstasy. He's also gritting his teeth from cocaine use. Folks, it's a night of legends. And now, I didn't address this off the top, and frankly, I wasn't going to. But I'm sure you're watching and you're saying, well, James, something's different about you tonight. Yeah, you've got your hat, you've got your devastatingly handsome face, but something's different. You're not wearing a flannel shirt or a hoodie. That's right. I'm wearing my coziest cardigan. Because if you're going to welcome legends, you want to look your best, you want to be inviting. And that's what I'm aiming to do tonight with our next guest. Now, from what I understand, based on my production notes, he's fallen on hard times. So we're going to welcome him here to hopefully turn things around for him. Let's welcome Dave Kaufman's 9-year-old nephew, Jack Kaufman, to the show. Jack, how's it going, buddy?
Hi, James.
Hey, Jack, I heard you're feeling a little blue.
Yeah. How's it going?
I'm doing well.
Hi, everybody at home.
I was sad to hear that you weren't feeling too happy.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a rough day.
Well, I'm hoping that the fact that you're a legend on this show can cheer you up.
Sort of.
Okay, well, it's been a rough day. Take me through what happened. It doesn't look like you're in the most welcoming of environments.
I'm in detention.
That's detention?
Yeah.
So you're still at school, Jack?
Doing hard time after school for detention.
Is this your first time in detention, buddy?
No.
So, okay, well, are you acting out in school these days?
I pulled a prank on my teacher.
Well, pranks can be fun, but I think we have to kind of measure and sort of look at when it's appropriate to do it and who to do it to,
Sure. Like,
So
what
you
would
got
be
busted,
a good
huh?
example of a prank?
You got busted?
Okay, don't answer my question.
Well, no, I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't hear the question. I'm
I
sorry,
asked
Jack.
what a good example of a prank would be, and then I'll tell you what I did.
Well, I think it would maybe be like something lighthearted, like maybe, winter's coming up, maybe taking some fluffy snow and throwing a snowball at a friend, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe your Uncle Dave.
Yeah, well, not him. He would
How
react
come?
negatively to that.
No, come on. Dave's a lighthearted guy.
No.
Were you saying that you've done something like that to your Uncle Dave before and he acted poorly?
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm not
You
allowed
look-
to say.
Jack, come on. Lean in a little bit. Now, you've never hung out with me and your Uncle Dave, right?
No.
Well, me and your Uncle Dave, we get along real well, but I like to pull pranks on him too.
Yeah, what did you do to him?
Well, I tease him, things like that. I get him a little riled up.
And does he beat
Sometimes-
your bottom?
Does he beat? Jack, are you telling me that you pulled a prank on your Uncle Dave and he spanked you?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Well, maybe it's better that we don't talk about it. So
Okay.
you pulled a prank on your teacher. I'm sure it wasn't so bad. What happened?
Oh, I put a thumbtack on her chair.
Well, I think that's a little bit over the top, right? Because that causes some physical pain,
Well, I thought it was going to be like a cartoon.
Well, what is the difference in a cartoon than in real life? Usually the character sits on the tack and it sticks inside of them and it hurts them, right?
I saw a Flintstones one where Fred Flintstone sits on a tack,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes, "Yabba dabba doo."
So you thought that you would sit, or you rather your teacher would sit on the tack and your teacher would react like Fred Flintstone.
Yeah.
What happened? What did your teacher say? What's your teacher's name?
Mrs. Applebottom.
Mrs. Applebottom. Okay, so Mrs. Applebottom sat on the tack.
Yeah.
What
She
happened?
sat her bottom on the tack.
Okay.
And she said, "Fuck! Fuck!"
Now, relax. We don't have to use that language on the air.
You asked me what she said.
Okay, but maybe you could have said she said the F or something like that.
She said the F.
Well, how did she know you did it?
Well, the class ratted me out.
Everyone in the class ratted you out?
Well, at first, no. But then she said, "Well, if no one says anything, we're all going to get detention." And then everybody
Right.
grouped up to decide what to do. And one by one, everyone turned on me.
Okay, so, well, I mean, look, I think your heart was in the good place. And I know that might seem crazy to say because it sounds like I'm advocating for doing mean things. But it sounds like you just wanted to have some fun in school. I think you maybe want to channel that energy to do things that don't cause people physical pain, Jack.
You're right. But now I'm stuck in prison.
Yeah, I was going to say, you said detention, but you also said prison. This looks like a prison, Jack.
Well, because of a budget cut, we share a detention room with a prison.
Okay, so that I'm not being deceived by my eyes. On the other side of those bars, that is a prisoner.
Yeah, that's Darius.
But you know him?
Yeah, well, we introduced ourselves to each other.
All right, so you're in for putting a tack on your teacher's chair. Do I dare ask what Darius is in prison for? Do you know?
I do, but it's... You didn't want me to say the F word before.
Well,
so.
Jack, you can lean in. Come on, you can talk to me, right? Come on. You don't have to say the F word, right? But you can use other words.
He's in for assault.
Assault. Okay. Now what F word were you going to use for that?
Fucking shit up.
Oh, so you did the F and an S.
Yeah.
Well, Jack, you can just come back for a second. Because we don't want
I just
Darius.
don't want the warden to yell at me.
The warden or your principal?
Well, because of a budget cut, the warden monitors detention.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna get. I shouldn't do this, but this is a way that kids, you can still kind of swear without saying it. You could have said he's in prison for effing S up.
Yeah. Okay. He's in prison for effing that ass.
What?
Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you apologizing to Darius for exposing his crime?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you really did a number on someone. You saying that
No, but Darius is cool.
he's cool?
We understand each other.
He sounds like he's going around beating people's asses.
Not in prison. On the outside.
On the outside, so he's beating people up.
Yeah. But he gave me a couple of pointers on how to make it out of here in one piece.
Okay, so he's giving you some detention pointers or prison pointers?
Detention pointers.
All right. Well, what type of advice could he give you that maybe you could pass on? Because this is a kids show.
You did the crime, so do your time.
All right. So his pointer is you just have to accept responsibility and be accountable for your behavior.
Accept responsibility for your actions.
Okay. Well, is there anything you'd maybe want to say to Mrs. Applebottom in case she's watching right now?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Applebottom, for hurting your bottom.
And what are you going to do moving forward?
And I'm never going to put a tack under your bottom again.
Maybe you should do something nice for Mrs. Applebottom.
Maybe I'll get her an apple.
That'd be nice, right?
Yeah.
Maybe an apology letter.
Yeah, or maybe I'll make some piece of art in prison.
Well, it sounds like that this Darius fellow, he recognizes that he did something wrong. Is he giving you any pointers on how to kind of, make amends?
Well, he has a Bible. He's a very religious man.
Okay, so it sounds like he found Jesus in prison.
Yeah, yeah. And he taught me how to make a shank.
Wait, so what? So he found Jesus and he told you to try to take responsibility and do the crime and pay the time, but he also told you how to make a
Yeah,
shank.
he also said that people will only stay away from you if you're scared of you.
Right. So basically, it sounds to me that he's trying to let you know that in order to avoid people messing around with you, you need to sort of impose your will before they impose it on you.
Yeah.
Was anyone tested you in detention yet? Any other
Yeah.
kids?
Yeah. Mario, who's in fifth grade, he shot a spitball at me
Probably to test you.
to test me.
Knew
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. And then one of the adults,
Yeah.
he tried to grab me through the bars.
An adult? You mean one of the
One of
prisoners?
the prisoners, yeah.
Well, it sounds like I'm going to stay away from that one. It sounds like Mario was trying to make you his beat.
Yeah, yeah. He's from the east side.
Right? Is that where the tougher kids go?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he threatened to punch me. He was going to go, hey, bada boom, bada bing.
Now, how long are you in detention for? How long are you serving?
Couple more minutes.
Couple more minutes? Okay, so you're up for parole at what, 9:40?
Yeah, it's 45 minutes.
Okay, so it sounds like, this time
It's
is
just attention,
really,
James.
it's been really eventful, but it's also led you down a pathway of understanding and also growing a little bit.
You know, I never thought of it that way, but I guess you're right.
Yeah. Well, I think that the
You
next
mind if I
time
take
that
a sip of my drink?
what are you drinking there?
Somebody smuggled it into the prison. It's spruce beer.
Spruce beer. Well, I don't think you should be drinking that, Jack. I feel like that's going to send you down a worse pathway.
Either somebody snuck it in or they made it in the toilet.
Toilet spruce beer? I don't even want to know how they flavor that.
That's
Well, look,
prison for you.
yeah, it sounds like. Well, Jack, look, I don't want to take up any more of your time here because I want for you to be able to, yeah, drink up. I want for you to be able to really reflect on what you did, and hopefully you can think about ways that you can improve yourself moving forward. And then, you know what? I'll make a deal with you. If you start showing off better behavior at school, I'll talk to your Uncle Dave so he doesn't spank you anymore.
You do that for me, James?
I do. I'd be happy to.
Thank you, James.
All right. Well, Jack, be good, okay?
Yeah, and if you ever get caught in prison, I'll give you a couple of tips to get out of here, and I'll lend you my shank.
All right. Well, I don't think I'm going to ever be in prison, but I appreciate it.
You never know.
It's true. You never know.
Guy like you?
What does that mean?
No, I gotta go.
Yeah. Okay. Well, take it easy, Jack.
Bye.
That's Jack Kaufman, 9 years old. He is in detention that is shared with a prison due to budget cuts. I guess we should also thank his somewhat roommate Darius for being here. I don't know what he meant at the end there with a guy like you. What does that mean, a guy like me? Is it a good sign when a little kid envisions you being put in prison at some point? I don't know if it does. Well, before we move on to our final legend of the night, we are going to be back this coming Wednesday. What time? Of course, 9:00 p.m. Who's always here on Wednesday? Well, it's Andy Asaf. That's right here on twitch.tv/@home-with-James. That and so much more. But before we really get to Wednesday, we've got our final legend joining us. Now, I understand by way of production notes given to me by our production assistant, Devin, who apparently was assaulted by way of a martial arts roundhouse kick by his neighbor earlier today. Our next guest is coming to us also from a fairly interesting location. Please welcome Sleazy Darren back to the show. He hasn't been here in a long time. Sleazy Darren, what's going on?
Enough of that sugar crisp. Ooh.
Hey Darren, how's it going, man?
Hey James, what's going on, man?
Yeah, just hosting the show. Yeah, where are you?
It's a real bummer, man. Bummer, dude. I'm
Yeah.
at this guy Jerry's funeral.
Jerry?
Yeah, my buddy Jerry.
Oh my, well, my sincere condolences. I didn't know prior to this that a friend of yours had passed away, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
Hey, it's okay, James.
It looks like you're taking it well.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to keep it together. I'm about to give a eulogy.
Okay, so if I'm understanding correctly, you're trying to be strong for the people at the service.
Yeah, well, they're all waiting back there for me to go up onto the mic.
Wait, you're about to do a eulogy and that's everyone behind you waiting?
Yeah, but you wanted me on the show, so I'm here on the show.
It also looks like this must be a pretty hot funeral because there's a fan behind you as well.
Oh yeah, it's steamy in here. That's why I'm in my
Yeah.
t-shirt.
Yeah, you're just in your shirt. It feels like everyone else at the funeral is dressed quite well. You're wearing a t-shirt, a backwards cap, and this is not inappropriate wear at a funeral.
Look, everyone grieves the way they need to.
Okay, fair enough. Can I ask you what happened to your friend Jerry?
He got hit by a bus.
City bus, school bus?
Mega bus.
Man, that is really that's I'm sure that we all have moments where we reflect and sort of hypothesize on our own mortality. And I don't know if any of us sit around thinking that's the way that any of us are going to go. So
It ain't
again,
easy being sleazy.
he was also sleazy.
Yeah, it's my buddy Sleazy Jerry.
Wait, there are more of you? Or there were more
Yeah, we're
of
a
you?
group of friends. We went to high school together. We're all sleazy.
So there was you, Sleazy Darren. There was
Sleazy
Sleazy
Darren.
Jerry. Who else was there?
There was Sleazy Ben, who was friends with Sleazy Jerry.
And friends with you.
And friends with me. So there was Ben and Jerry. There was Sleazy Darius, of course. He's in prison right now.
Wait, hold on. I think I might know this Darius guy.
You know Darius?
Well, I know someone who
man.
knows him.
He's great.
Now I know two people that know him.
Yeah, he got put in prison for effing that ass.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah. Woo woo.
Sounds like he was a little bit sleazier than you.
Yeah, a little bit sleazier than me. Yeah.
So, Sleazy Ben, Sleazy Jerry, Sleazy Darius. Who else?
Yeah, there's Sleazy Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
And Sleazy Stallone.
These are coincidental names, right?
What do you mean?
Well, I've never seen you with your sunglasses on there.
Oh, did they come off? Let me take them off for a second. Oh, they're back.
Yeah. Well, the names Arnold and Stallone. We're not talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone.
No, James, you're crazy.
All right. Well,
You're
I thought
crazy.
so. Okay,
But,
so it sounds like things have not gone well for
They are
part
in
of your-
another group, not just the Sleazy group. They are in the Expendables.
It sounds like there's a string of bad luck that's happening upon the members of your sleazy society.
You know,
like,
I'm starting to think that we were cursed.
yeah. Has anything happened to Arnold or Stallone or Ben?
Stallone has a speech impediment.
What about Arnold?
Arnold's muscles are starting to dwindle.
No, just to be clear, we're not talking about the actors Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
What about Ben?
Ben?
Well, yeah.
Ben's fine.
All right. So it sounds like you and Ben are
Ben
the
Folds
last
fine.
two.
Sorry,
What's that now?
Might have a drink.
Yeah. What are you drinking over there?
Spruce beer.
You're drinking at a funeral before you're about to give a eulogy while you do an
We're
internet
all
talk show.
here, James.
Yeah,
okay?
everyone grieves in different
grieves
ways.
in their own way.
Are you not concerned that something bad is on its way for you?
Me?
Yeah.
I was worried my longboard would crack in half.
Did it?
Yep.
Well, it sounds like everything that's been happening to your friends has been a little bit worse than a cracked longboard.
You know, what's really weird, James,
Mm-hmm.
is that about a month ago, I had a dream where I
Okay.
saw all these things happening to the Sleazy crew.
Really?
Yeah, one after the other. I saw it all, and then they've been. I tried to prevent each one, but they've been playing out.
What did you see happening to Sleazy Ben?
Sleazy Ben? Nothing.
So he makes it out unscathed.
He makes it out unscathed. Yeah.
So you've been having these premonitions in
I
which
dreamt
bad
my
things are happening.
longboard broke. I dreamt Sleazy Darius.
It really sounds like what happened to you is far less worse than everyone else.
Well, what happened to Ben is the least worst.
Yeah.
I dreamt that Darius was fucking that ass. And I'm going to prison. And I dreamt that Sleazy Jerry kicked the can. And I had to do a eulogy at his funeral.
Well,
by way of Megabus.
Well, what's the temperament at the funeral? How are people grieving right now? I'm sure he's got
it's a pretty hot funeral.
Yeah, you mean hot figuratively or literally?
Well, literally, but it's also bumping.
You're saying there's a lot of attractive people there?
Yeah, there's going to be a DJ playing after me.
DJ who?
Tiesto.
DJ Tiesto is performing at the reception of this funeral?
Because Jerry's favorite song was Sandstorm.
Wasn't that Darude?
Yeah, but Tiesto does a great cover.
Oh, I understand. A cover of Sandstorm. Well,
no.
It sounded like a car being incapable of starting. Well, yeah, I feel like you've had a little bit too much to drink.
Man, this spruce beer. This coffin spruce beer.
You mean coffin spruce beer?
They brewed it in one of the, you know how they brew whiskey in a cask? Well, they brewed this in a wood casket.
All right, well, yeah. Are you looking to, I can't believe I'm about to ask this, are you looking to hook up at the funeral?
Yeah, well, I was going for Jerry's wife.
No, don't say that.
No, not the funeral, not now, before when he was alive, you know. You know how
Wait. When Sleazy Jerry was alive, you were looking to hook up with his wife?
Yeah, that's kind of my thing, James.
Yeah, I'm aware. You only date women that are dating. You do that to a friend?
Yeah, well, Jerry gets it. He's sleazy.
Wait, so he does it too?
He gets it. Well, Sleazy Arnold gets it.
So,
Sleazy Stallone, he gets it.
What if you were had you ever been dating someone? Yeah. When you were dating someone, did Sleazy Jerry ever hook up with someone you were dating?
Yeah.
So while Jerry was alive, you were actively trying to get with his wife.
Yeah, we all kind of played, you know. We're all handsy with each other's wives. Consensually.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So I guess the fact that she is a widow now, it must make it a little bit easier to try to attain hooking up with her.
No, it sucks, man. I'm not attracted to her anymore.
Oh, you're not. So you're not attracted to her because she is single.
Yeah, I'm used to being the other guy.
The other man.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you'll get lucky and someone else will try to sweep her off of her feet at the funeral.
Oh, that would be so hot.
Okay, so you're telling me that if someone began actively hitting on Sleazy Jerry's widow, that's when you would try to make your move.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, can I hear some of this eulogy?
Well, yeah, I can start it.
If you want to start and do a live eulogy on the air, I would love but also hate nothing more.
All right, let me grab that mic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's out of reach.
Well, what if you just turn around? What if you just turn around and acknowledge everyone?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Excuse me. Let me just. You know, am I in the right direction? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, we're gathered here today to remember Sleazy Jerry. Married to a hot wife. Friends with Ben. Sleazy Ben. Hey, Sleazy Ben. Friends with Sleazy Arnold. Hey, big fella. Friends with Sleazy Stallone. And coming in from Zoom, Sleazy Darius, watching this from prison. Look, you were a hell of a guy. You were one of the sickest motherfuckers I ever knew. I loved you like a brother. And technically I had sex with your wife, so you kind of were a brother-in-law. Anyway, I'd like to recite a psalm but I forgot it. I would have loved to recite it, but I forgot it. Anyway, you know what they say? On the road to heaven, you pay with ass, cash, or grass. And I'm sure you'll be paying with all three right up until you meet the big man. Good night, Chicago.
Wait, you're in Chicago?
What?
Are you in Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple things that I'd like to address on that one. You're saying you've already slept with Sleazy Jerry's now widow?
No, his ex-wife.
Yeah, that's his widow.
Well, it's not a widow if it's an ex.
Well, you said, yeah, but you said that
He's twice married.
You said that you got a hairball there?
Probably.
Ugh. Well, I'm trying to understand your logic by saying that it's almost like your brother-in-law's. I don't think that is exactly correct. I think you mean maybe tunnel brothers.
Ew.
Ew, a brother-in-law is worse.
Explain. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, thank you.
Damn, I really botched that eulogy then.
Oh, no, look, I mean, people are emotional at eulogy. Sometimes we speak out of turn. It sounds like you're getting a little emotional yourself.
Yeah. It's just such a good guy.
Yeah. Well, I can tell he meant a lot to you.
He did.
Yeah.
You know
can get emotional here.
Brother and sleaze.
Yeah.
Suck on D's. Nuts.
Was that your motto?
So we'll do a handshake after that.
All right.
Then we'd smell our fingers.
Ugh. Well, Sleazy Darren, again, I really want to let you know how sorry I am, and I send my sympathy to you and all the other members of the Sleazy Syndicate.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'm over it.
You're over it. You were just crying.
Yeah. You got to release those emotions, and then they're gone.
Well, coming in from the chat right now, we've got, again, Thomas Barnwell, who's been lighting it up. Quote, rest in sleaze.
RIS, brother. Hey, I should hire that guy.
What would you hire him for?
Just to fucking hang out, man.
Yeah, well, maybe it seems like you need some new members of the syndicate.
Yeah, if anybody out there wants to be sleazy, maybe a sleazy Thomas B. A sleazy Beezy. A sleazy T-Beezy.
Yeah, well, for people watching who are looking to maybe get sleazy, is there anything you can kind of let them know in terms of a tip or something like that, a how-to?
Well, don't shower. Power hour.
What's power hour?
Taste the sour. Smoke some flour.
Yeah, speaking of taste the sour, I noticed that your trademark, quote, flavor saver is gone.
Yeah. Shaved it off and I put it in the casket for Jerry. For Jerry to save the flavor in the afterlife.
So you shaved the facial hair under your bottom lip?
Yeah.
Into the casket?
Turned it into a tiny little flavor saver wig. Attached it to Jerry so that he can send him off into the afterlife.
Well, Sleazy Darren, look, man, once again, I send you nothing but condolences, and I wish you nothing but the best, and hopefully you have some fun with this reception that features a live DJ set from Tiesto.
Can't wait.
Can we get that impersonation of Darude one more time, Sandstorm?
Well, this is Tiesto doing Darude.
Yeah, of course. Sleazy Darren, yeah, thanks so much for being here, and nothing but the best moving forward, okay?
Hey, thanks. It's been a great day.
Gotta tell you, I was really thrown by Sleazy Darren saying it's been a great day while he's attending a funeral for one of his best friends. That impersonation of Sandstorm sounded like someone with some real machine gun flatulence. Folks, that's our show tonight. Legends 2 in the books. Stay tuned. Legends Night Part 3 is undoubtedly going to happen because there's been so many legends that have graced my presence as well as yours, the viewer, over the course of the past year and a half, roughly. Until then, we'll see you back here, right here on Twitch on Wednesday. And I'm James. You are you. We were here. Good night. Goodbye. Farewell. And of course, be well.